Hi Taurus, this is going to be your art channeled message, art channeled message. I channel messages through art and creativity. Also, check out, you can barely see it, but check out my painting, it's in the description below. It's where I channeled something about the end of the world, how we're treating the earth. Go check it out if you're interested. It's very interesting. And yeah, this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Cross-watchers are welcome. Anyone is welcome to this message. If you feel like it'll resonate, it probably will. So, what I started drawing for you was what appeared to be a flower. There's only 2 petals though, and the rest are gone. But the remaining 2 formed into a golden snitch. Then I got game over. Catching the golden snitch, which is difficult, might I add, ends the game. It declares the winner, and I think that winner is you. Something tells me you lost quite a few times though. 2 flower petals left. That's not many. I saw 5 of cups, and I think that's the overall energy here. There's 3 cups tips over, but there's 2 facing up on the right that aren't spilled. There's still a chance to be a winner. 2 flower petals, 2 chances left. It's not over yet. For some of you, I'm seeing literal sports because Quidditch is a sport. Perhaps you've had a bad season, you're not playing your best. I know COVID affected sports as well, or extracurricular activities, anything you do that you can't do right now. So I'm seeing plenty of you trying to master something again because of that delay, or because you had to stop something you love to do. You're trying to master something that was lost. I got lost in the fire by the weekend, except in this case, well, I'm seeing 2 things. You're trying to master something you're good at again. This doesn't even have to be a hobby, it could be you're trying to get in shape. You're trying to eat right again after you sort of lost track of it. Because I know also with COVID and quarantine, we've been very, what do they call that, sedentary, where you're not doing much, you're not moving, so it makes it very easy to not be in shape, to resort to a bad diet or something like that. You're definitely trying to master something to be good at it again, but also you're attempting to win someone over, win them back. Something about winning, trying to win. Some of the lyrics in that song I'm hearing are, I can't lose you. And then there's another one that says, I'm tired of being home alone. AKA quarantine, what was lost in the fire, lost in the chaos. Here I'm seeing that can be several things, not necessarily just a person, but more so losing oneself, losing a game, losing an aspect of yourself that you cherish. And for some people, sports, hobbies are their whole personality, their whole life, their lifeline, basically. It's what they turn to when things are chaotic. But what happens when you lose that? It's a really weird feeling. So I think that's what's going on here. And take it how it resonates. It could be someone's trying to win you back after maybe screwing up several times. But for mostly, I'm seeing that is losing oneself a few times. But I don't think that's going to happen anymore, because you got the snitch. The game is over after multiple tries. Okay, let's see here. Does it want to come out? Wisdom. You're gaining wisdom or gathering wisdom. I did say you're trying to master something again. And it's an underwater theme here. Somehow I'm getting underwater sports. Something you do with water. This sport could have been swimming, trying to take on swimming, or you're just trying to do something with water. Okay. I'm also getting spiritual bath. Take baths to clear your mind, or I did say lost in the fire, so maybe that's your way of putting the fire out. Just relaxing that way. Let's see. Ten of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles. I was about to say when I first got this that it feels like you lost your empire. Could have lost money literally, so perhaps you couldn't take up something anymore because you lost money, and maybe because of that you had to focus more on work. Focusing on all the wrong things you don't want to do. And also, just trying to catch up with that person. I don't see this as a person literally, but someone's definitely trying to win you over, and I'm also saying this in a way as you're trying to catch up with who you used to be. A lot of you could have actually gotten like injured, so you couldn't do a sport. That's what could have held you back. You had to heal first. Or heal your finances before you can do anything else. You're just that focused on work. You had to use wisdom. You had to be smart about this. You had to be logical instead of doing what your heart felt called to do. Yep, you had to be logical instead of doing what your heart, where you felt called to go. The King of Cups. This was very emotional for you. Yep, you have the Devil. I was getting sedentary. Like, it's almost like someone became a couch potato. In the nicest way possible. It's just you didn't have anything to do. Or you literally couldn't do anything. The Fool. Start of a new cycle, you're starting at 0. Seven of Cups. Two of Wands. It's almost like I'm seeing this person, or you had to make a choice, you had to make a sacrifice. You had to prioritize, more so, not make a choice, prioritize something else. And then it made you feel behind in your passions, your dreams, your hobbies. And I feel like part of the reason you couldn't pursue that anymore is because you got injured. Just wasn't your season. You couldn't do sports for some reason. But then here is a leap of faith. It's almost like a shift. I'm seeing this as you choosing to do something. It's like you have so many things you want to do or to pursue again. I'm seeing this as you brainstorming how you're going to improve your life. It's like, okay, I'm going to choose better foods to eat. I'm going to exercise. I'm going to change my appearance because that looks like jewelry. I'm not going to follow temptation because temptation is here. I'm seeing this temptation is more so has to do with the senses, taste and stuff like that. Food, poor diet, maybe poor hygiene. And it's also clarified by the King of Cups, which has to do with emotions. So perhaps you weren't dealing with those that well, even though it wasn't your fault. It was just a very dark time for you. It felt like you were losing everything. That's why you felt like that. It felt like you were losing your empire, everything that you were. For some of you, what this hobby was your life. Sports are your life. Something like that. I'm also getting with wisdom now since it's underwater. I was getting underwater sports, but now I'm seeing like Felt like you were drowning in your emotions. I'm really drawn to the starfish here. The star, it's like you used to be the star. You used to be really good, but you fell behind. But this is a very nice energy. You're getting back on your feet, because right here it looks like this person's barely on their feet, and right here we have the Fool. Something about being healed or nursing yourself back to life. Finding better coping mechanisms, that's what I see the Seven of Cups as mostly. You're prioritizing. Setting your priorities straight. Doing a lot of self-reflection. It's a heightened self-awareness as well. That's what this wisdom is. You know yourself. You know how to handle this better. Maybe instead of avoiding it. Ooh, and then look, we have temperance. That's perfect. I was talking about, temperance is all about moderation. Moderation. Food in moderation. Drinking in moderation. Perhaps even drugs in moderation. Anything, too much of a good thing isn't such a good thing. And I think you're learning that. It's almost like comfort was one's downfall. And I think it all had to do with like 2020, the way the year's been, quarantine, not really having anything to do. So that led to some unhealthy behaviors. But I see you coming out of them, honestly. You're finding a balance, a moderation. Okay, I'm gonna get a card and I'm gonna wrap this up. For the future out. Oh. You know what? Don't usually do this, but I'm gonna take them all. What do we have first? Why? Questioning. Didn't I say self-awareness? It's like you're asking yourself questions. You're that self-aware that you can achieve things without anything getting in the way. Why? It's like when you have a question, you look it up, you find it out yourself. You can answer your own questions. You're smart. You're full of wisdom. That's so funny. Then we have Orphaned, which is kind of like this Five of Pentacles energy. Gives me the ugly duckling vibe. And didn't I say Five of Cups? This is very Five of Cups energy. So you could have felt like the ugly duckling. Maybe because of these habits or something that happened, you felt behind, for one. You couldn't enjoy certain things. But also because you changed, perhaps physically. You just felt left out in general. You felt orphaned. Didn't feel like your usual self. Change in the wind. Things went south and then cleaned it up. That's right at the end. You're cleaning it up. Becoming more self-aware. Choosing better habits. Coming into that temperance energy. And when you find moderation, you can start over. Starting over from a clean slate. I'm also getting your eating clean. Clean, clean, clean. Like everything's just much better than it was before. This is very dark energy over here. Come on, we have this and this. This is very powerful energy too. Then over here we have a major arcana again, but it's the Fool. It's all about like getting a second chance. Second chance to win. It's 2 petals. You took that chance and you turned it into something beautiful. And for some of you, if this was sports, you're definitely trying to be more active. Fool here is walking, but then over here, the Five of Pentacles, he's barely walking. So you're definitely on your feet again. You're definitely more active. Doing very well. Yeah. Okay, Taurus. That's the end of your channeled message. Please like, subscribe, support the channel in any way you can. Continue being a winner. I feel like you definitely caught the golden snitch, or that golden opportunity. Or should I say golden habits? And you made some great changes. Because this is 5. Got a lot of 5s, so 5s are associated with change. Okay guys, bye.